Dr. Faith B. Israel here. Dr. Faith B. Israel here doing a really quick weekly check-in. I have not done these in a while. I don't even know if I'm allowed to call them weekly check-ins anymore, but I promised myself I am going to do one today. Come hell or high water, I am doing it today because I don't know what will happen after today. So I'm doing it today. Let me try to push this as quickly as possible so that we can get it out of the way. Let's see here. Are you all hearing me? Yes, you're hearing me. So let us do this. All right. So I want to talk about a couple quick things. Let me just share this a little bit first. Um, Let me just share this a little bit first. Just so that I can get a couple people on while I am talking. I'm sure many of you will see it after the fact. But let me just do this for a teeny weeny little bit. I wanted to talk about a couple things, a couple things. Let me start with the thing that makes me feel really nice and loved. So, no, let me talk about two things really quickly that make me feel really nice and loved. Um, a couple weeks ago, not a couple weeks ago, maybe last week, in the middle of the week last week or sometime, I can't remember exactly when it was, somebody called me and they said, Faith, hi, I'm calling you, my mind just run on you, and I'm calling you just to say hello. That is it, I'm calling you just to say hello. And I was really surprised, one, because, I am so used to these phone calls coming in. I am so used to these calls coming in saying, you know, we need this, we need that, we need you to help with this, we need you to help with that, and that kind of stuff. I'm so used to those that it kind of just took me aback that somebody was just calling to say hello. It was the others thing, it was the sweetest thing, and I seriously, genuinely thank that person for doing that. Um, and I think I kind of just needed that love. I needed that little, you know, just saying hello kind of moment, and I appreciated it. I really, really, really appreciated it. And the other thing that happened, so last week our Department of Public Health, the folks that go around, that come around by your house to check to see if you have overturned, to see if you have things collecting water and that kind of stuff that would get mosquitoes to come in your house. Those people, the people who do insect vector stuff. They had a training last week that was really, really interesting. It was a training that we did in collaboration with PAHO, and it's a training that it is teaching them how to catch them, how to be prepared for when we start our lab later on. So it's a training that talks about all of those things. And getting the training started was actually kind of difficult because we had to jump through some hoops. We had to jump through some real kind of unnecessary hoops to get the training done. So we had a meeting with the head public health people, with the folks who came from CAFA to do the training. We had that kind of meeting, and at the end of the meeting, they actually came up to us and they gave us some nice little fruit baskets, some edible baskets. So the entire basket was edible. It was made out of what do you call it? A watermelon, a huge watermelon that they dug out the center of it, and they carved the watermelon into a basket, which was really, really cool. And after they carved the watermelon into the basket, they they were able to then put different fruits in it. It was just really, really cool. And they gave the administrator and I, just because of how much work we seem to have had to do, and because of how much effort we put into just getting this just getting this um just getting this training going. And I thought to myself, you see, it's those little things, it's those teeny weeny little things that make a big, difference in people's lives is those things that made me leave thinking, wow, all of the back and forth, all of the hoopla, all of the bacchanal, all of the everything that got us to getting that training done was worth it. It was worth it, and I am so happy that we were able to do it. We will see more coming out of that shortly. You'll hear more about that training, more about what we're going to do, more about the lab that's coming out of it, and all of those things shortly. So yeah, it was just really, really cool to get those two instances of feeling loved. How are you all? When you jump on, I know that many of you all are actually probably going to see this after because I am doing this live. Just got in. Decided I am doing this live come hello high water now because I agreed that this is when I would do it. Um, and I also I have a couple other things that need to be done this evening. So I said, let me do it now. Let me get it out the way, because I wanted to chat about these things really quickly. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that we have, we're in the rainy season. I'm sure if you are making your way home or if you've made your way home, it is in rain, which means that we need to be a little bit more careful. I am hoping that the rain means that we're going to have more water. I am hoping that the rain means that we are going to have more water in our taps, because I get the calls, I get the complaints all the time from. I mean, it's like the whole island is suffering from water shortages. So I am really, really hoping that the rainfall that we are seeing would allow our water reserves, our reservoirs, our wells, our wherever water comes from, I don't know where water comes from, to be filled to the point where we will be able to get water in our taps. But the other side of that is I need you all to be really, really careful. I need you all to be really, really safe out there. I need you all to take special precautions as we go along. I need you all to just, prepare yourselves. It's this we going into rainy season, hurricane season. The little things that we keep telling you all to do, get the sardine and the cricks and the flashlight and those things, so that if anything happens and the meteorologists are suggesting that there may actually be some kind of severe or very serious weather this rainy season. So get yourself ready, for that. And I think the last thing that I wanted to talk to, because I'm looking at my time, because I really need to go get onto this other thing that I have to go do, is I wanted to talk about the fact that the Tobago People's Party, we are finally at the point where we have our internal elections coming up. Yes, you know how the whole thing started. It was all of the bacchanal, all of we contested election with the next party, them the it ended up that all you know the whole story. We launched our party last year. Yes, we had the nice launch down on the stage in the sea in town. We got together and worked on getting the name of the party. We got together and worked on getting the symbol of the party. We worked together on getting the constitution of the party. We worked together on getting all of those things. And now that we are at this point, we've had a couple meetings already, and we have had a couple, different activities, meetings, other things that we've had around. But we are at the point now where we are opening up the nomination process to be elected to be an executive member of the Tobago People's Party. What does that mean? There was a notice that went out last week that basically said that the executive officers that are having elections, or the party is having elections for certain executive officers. Yeah, that's the right way to say it. And those officers are chairman, deputy chairman, political leader, deputy political leader, one position, the general secretary, the party treasurer, the elections officer, the membership and mobilization officer, the assistant general secretary, the assistant party treasurer, the education research and training officer, and the Public Relations and Communications Officer. So those are the positions that we are opening up for elections, to be a part of the executive of the Tobago People's Party. So we are now one step even closer, to being an amazing organization that is run by an executive, because right now what we have are people who have just been doing, the things that we've been doing with volunteering, things that we've just been good at, and providing service to the people with. So, what is the process? The elections will be held on the 30th of this month. So we are in June. Today is the 10th of June. Let me make sure I got that right. Yes, today is the 10th of June. The elections will be held on the 30th of June, which is a Sunday. So it's a Sunday. We will be announcing the exact locations of the various polling stations. Yeah, that's the word, polling stations. So we've decided that we are going to have polling stations throughout Tobago. So you will get a notice of which polling stations we will actually use, so that you can come, as long as you are a member of the organization and your name is on the membership list and you are a credible member, you can come and vote on the 30th of June. That voting starts at 9 a.m. and we're going all the way down to 4 p.m. So 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the 30th of June is when you can come out and vote for the positions that we just spoke about. The chairman, political leader, the treasurer, the mobilization officer, all of those people. So how do we get to there though? This week, and today was the first day, but all of this week, we have our nomination forms that are available. So if you are a member of the Tobago People's Party and you want to be considered for one of these positions, you think, well, hey, I think that I will be a really good general secretary. I am really good with paperwork. I'm really good with documentation. I'm really good with setting things up and setting up structures and putting together everything that's needed and doing letters. I think I would be a really good general secretary. Um, and you are a member of the Tobago People's Party, of course. And of course, you are not a member of any other political organization, because that would be wrong. You can come to our headquarters, which is in the TLH building. It's in the TLH building. You can come there this week. So today, well, at this hour, they're gone already. We're done from today already. So tomorrow is Tuesday all the way up to Friday. You can come to our head office, which is in the TLH building, and collect your nomination form. Of course, when you are collecting your nomination form, you're going to make sure that you actually are one of us. You are a member of the Tobago People's Party. And then you go with your nomination form, but then you have to bring back your nomination form on nomination day. Nomination day is actually the 17th of June. 17th of June is where you will return that said nomination form papers back to the office on the 17th of June, and there you will go through the process of being nominated. So again, are you interested? Is this something that you're thinking about? Are you a part of the Tobago People's Party and would love to serve on the executive of the Tobago People's Party? Do you think you would be a really good treasurer? Do you think you would be a really good membership and mobilization officer? Do you think you'll be a really good education officer? Do you think you'll be a really, really good chairman or deputy chairman? Or do you think you'll be really, really good at that? And that is how you want to serve the people. This is an opportunity for you to come out and be a part of this process. So definitely go to the headquarters. Go to the headquarters of the TPP, which is in the TLH building, unit 18. So you know TLH building downtown, that area down there. Unit 18, that's where you can go. Well, today done pass already, but you could go for the rest of the week and collect your nomination papers from there. There's going to be someone in the office from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day for the rest of this week. So today already passed, so we know Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You have all week to go collect your papers, and then you will drop it back on the 17th, which is nomination day. Now the other thing that you need to know is that there is a nomination fee, and you will see all of the rules and so forth. The rules are quite simple. It is the rules are quite simple. You need to be a member. You need to not be a member anywhere else. You need to be good standing. You need to make sure that there is nothing in your life that will cause disrepute to you, that will cause disrepute to the party, that kind of stuff, simple things like that. And then you come back on the 17th with your form completed with all of the requirements on the form, and then you will be duly nominated. You will be announced as a nominee, and then on the 30th of June, then you will have elections at that point. And the elections are going to be a simple, one man, one vote. So every member of the party, every person who is actually a member of the Tobago People's Party, who's good standing, I can't remember what's the exact word that they use, they can come on the 30th of June and participate in the election. The ballot paper will have all of the names of the people. So if 5 people put up and they want to contest the position of chairman, if 3 people put up and they want to contest the position of general secretary, if 20 people, well, I hope 20 people in contesting the position of anything, you would get the ballot paper which will have everybody's name on it, and then you will pick the person. Of course, like any other election, you have to pick one person for the position, one man, one vote kind of thing. So you can vote for every single position. You vote for every single position. And you vote for one person on the position, in the position, the best person that you think would be to get the position. And then by the end of the evening, we count up, we tally up. There are a couple days, so if people decide, hey, I want a recount and so forth, there's a little bit of time to allow for that if that is necessary. And then we will announce who are the executive members of the Tobago People's Party. So let me just share again the positions that are going to be up for election: chairman, deputy chairman, political leader, deputy political leader. So let me explain that part. If you've seen the constitution of the Tobago People's Party, there are 3 deputy political leaders. But in this situation, when we got together and we agreed on what the constitution would look like and so forth, we agreed that we would have one of those deputy political leader positions be up for election. So the people, the general membership, will be able to vote for one of those deputy political leaders. And the political leader, whoever he or she may be at the end of it, will be able to pick 2 deputy political leaders. Now, this is kind of a hybrid system that we have. In some political parties, they are all elected. In some political parties, they are all selected, meaning the political leader picks who he or she wants. But we've decided we will do a hybrid of both. So you'll have one that is going to be elected. So you'll have the deputy political leader position. There will be on the ballot paper where you can vote for one person. Yeah. The other positions, of course, general secretary, party treasurer, elections officer. Of course, these are, I think we kind of know what these positions do. The general secretary is the one who has, all the paperwork, all of the letters that need to go out, all of the documentation that needs to happen. So that needs to be somebody who is solid with doing paperwork, solid with filing, solid with understanding the systems that are around, solid with being the storehouse in essence of the organization. Treasurer, of course, the person who is responsible for the money, and then we will have to do like bank accounts and that kind of stuff. Elections officer, this would be the person who is responsible for going into, election. We have a general election coming up at some point, and we have a THA election coming up after. So the party needs to be prepared to contest those elections, and the election officer is the person who's going to help us navigate that. Membership and mobilization, meaning the person who's going to get out and get people to register to be members, get people to come out when we have events, get people to support us generally when we, whatever it is we're doing, whether it's for elections or meetings or whatever. Of course, you have an assistant, a general secretary, an assistant party treasurer, and we have the education, research, and training officer, and that person is going to be responsible for ensuring that the membership of the party is well educated, that there's training going on, that if there's any research that needs to happen, that is done. And of course, we have the public relations and communications officer. I don't think I mentioned that before. So these are the positions. Hi guys, I see a couple people watching. Hi guys, these are the positions that are going to be up for election. Again, let me quick recap. The elections are going to be on the 30th of this month, which is a Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You will get a notice as to where the polling stations are, because we are going to have multiple polling stations around the island, so that people who are in Charlottesville don't have to go too far, people who are in Crown Point don't have to go too far, that kind of thing. This week though, you can, if you want to be a nominee for these positions that we were just talking about, you can get those forms from the party head office, which is in TLH building, unit number 18, TLH building. And you can get those forms all week. They were made available from today, and they'll be available until Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you get down to the office and get your forms, and you have to take your form back in with the $200 nomination fee on the 17th. Now, when you get the form, you would see all of the requirements. You would see how much people had to nominate you. You would see where you had to sign. You would see where you had to swear and say, I promise not to do this and that and the other, or I promise to do this and that and the other. All of that is on the nomination form. So yeah, I think that is it. I just wanted to come on really quickly. I have another thing I need to get to shortly, so I just wanted to come on really quickly. For those of you who joined late, you can go back and listen from the beginning to see what we're talking about. Please share this live with other people who might be interested. The aim is not to be here for very long at all. As a matter of fact, I'm already here for 22 minutes, 23 minutes, which is way longer than I had anticipated, because I need to run and go do something. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in again. Today I spoke about three things. One was the fact that for the last couple of days or so, little things have been happening to me to make me feel absolutely loved, and to feel warmed, and to feel appreciated in this job as being Secretary for Health, Wellness and Social Protection, and Assemblyman for Belgan, Glamorgan, and Deputy Chief Secretary. I was also encouraging you all to be safe out there in the middle of this rainy season that has come up. I'm seeing flooding in Trinidad, but you don't even have to really rain for it to flood in Trinidad. But yes, apparently it's already flooding in Trinidad. And I wanted to tell you all about our Tobago People's Party internal elections that are happening on the 30th of June, with our nomination date being the 17th of June. And right now, you have to go. If you want to be a nominee, if you want to be a candidate in the election, you have to go to the headquarters, the unit 18 TLH building, today, tomorrow, till the end of the week, between 10 and 4 p.m. to get the nomination forms. Oh, one last thing. If you want to be a member, you still have a little time to join, Yeah, how could I have forgotten that part? You still have up to the 20th to join, to be a member of the Tobago People's Party. And let me just share, let me go quickly and see if I could pull up this link Let me see if I could pull up this link really quickly to share with you so that you see where you can go to one, get the rules of the party, because the rules are available. So this is to get the election rules. Let me just type in as I speak. The election rules are available here in that link. And let me also put up the membership registration form. TPP member, membership registration. Yes, I am not that great with spelling, so I have to say it out loud. Membership registration form, which is also electronic, and it is, and you will soon see the link as I am sharing it in the comments. All right, guys. So it's been wonderful. It's been great. Have a safe day. If you are on the road now, be safe, be safe, be safe. Get home, get home, get home safe, and continue to have a blessed and amazing day. All right. See you all. Thanks. Bye.